Si Pitung, the Robin Hood of Jakarta. Long ago, in the bustling town of Batavia, which we now call Jakarta, lived a young man named Si Pitung. He was a humble soul, with a heart as big as the banyan trees that shaded the dusty roads. While the sun beat down on the colorful markets and wooden docks, Pitung watched his neighbors struggle under the weight of heavy taxes and unfair rules. He knew that someone had to stand up for the people of the village. To protect his friends, Pitung sought the guidance of a wise teacher named Haji Naipin. Under the golden light of the afternoon sun, Haji Naipin taught him the ancient art of silat. True strength is not just in your fists, Pitung, the teacher said. It is in your balance, your breath, and your will to do what is right. Pitung practiced until his movements were as fluid as water and as quick as a strike of lightning. The peace of the village was often broken by the arrival of Juragan Maman, a greedy landowner who took more than his share. One morning, Juragan Maman marched into the market, demanding bags of rice from a poor villager named Siti. "Rules are rules," he bellowed, his voice echoing through the stalls. Siti pleaded for her family's dinner, but the landowner showed no mercy. Pitung watched from the shadows, his blood boiling with a sense of justice. He didn't want to start a fight, but he knew he had to use his skills to help. That evening, he went to the edge of the forest to clear his mind. He practiced his high kicks and swift strikes against a sturdy training post, preparing himself for the challenge ahead. He would be the voice for those who could not speak. Under the velvet blanket of the night, Pitung set his plan into motion. He moved silently through the streets, as quiet as a cat on a prowl. He reached the high stone walls of Juragan Maman's grand storehouse, where the confiscated food was locked away. With a nimble leap and a firm grip, Pitung began to scale the wall, his silat training making the difficult climb look easy. Inside the storehouse, Pitung was nearly spotted by a drowsy guard. As the guard turned around, Pitung used a clever silat maneuver to duck and roll behind a stack of crates. When the guard reached out to grab what he thought was a shadow, Pitung pivoted gracefully, staying just out of reach. He wasn't there to hurt anyone. He was there to reclaim what had been taken. By the time the sun began to peek over the horizon, Pitung had finished his work. He visited the small, hidden corners of the village, leaving bags of rice and coins at the doorsteps of those who needed them most. He found a young boy named Budi sitting outside a small hut. Pitung knelt down and handed him a small pouch of grain with a finger to his lips, signaling a secret shared between friends. When Juragan Maman woke up, he let out a roar of fury that could be heard across the river. He stood in front of his empty storehouse, his face turning a bright shade of red. He turned to his head guard, waving his arms wildly. "Find him," he screamed. "Find the one they call Pitung." But the guard could only shrug, for the hero of Jakarta was already long gone. A chase ensued through the narrow alleys and over the tiled rooftops of Batavia. Juragan Maman followed on his horse, but he was no match for Pitung's agility. Pitung leapt over a tall bamboo fence with the grace of a gazelle, leaving the frustrated landowner far behind. The villagers cheered from their windows, realizing that their hero was faster and smarter than any greedy man. As the day ended, Pitung returned to the quiet hills to meet Haji Naipin. They sat together, watching the city lights begin to flicker below. "You have done well, Pitung," the teacher said softly. "You used your gifts to bring balance." Pitung nodded, knowing his journey was just beginning. The legend of the Robin Hood of Jakarta grew, reminding everyone that bravery and kindness can change the world.